All right, good people. After this next bumper, we gonna get online and we gonna get on this radio. I know it's been a while. Y'all been beating me up about not being able to do the show, so we we gonna try to do it more often. After this bumper, we gonna get the show started. What up, Joey? What's happening, brother? Good morning, good morning. You're listening to South Transylvania Community Radio this morning. WOAM 92.9. Notice it's Transylvania this week because of Halloween. So the station wants me to say South Transylvania Community Radio. So thank you guys for tuning in to WOOM LP 92.9 FM, giving you another edition of the 623 radio show. A lot of our members been beating me up about not doing the show. So, and I apologize and I ask you guys for your forgiveness. There's just a lot of stuff going on. But I will try to at least do the show twice a month. I can't do it every week. Every Wednesday, it's impossible. But what I will try to do is try to do the show. What's up, Stackhouse? What I will try to do is do the show at least twice a month. And I know a lot of our members can't attend meetings, and I'm a little afraid because of COVID to come out. And we haven't had. What's up, Gary? What's going on, brother? And I haven't had, we haven't had the opportunity to open up our hall for any meetings at the hall because of the COVID. And I'll be honest, man, it's going to be kind of difficult with the new guidelines and the cases spiking. I'm hoping that we can have an in-house meeting in January. I'm hoping we can. If they get this COVID under control, but the cases are just, they're out of control again. I think in Philadelphia on Monday, and I think it was because of the weekend, we had over 1,000 cases just over the weekend. And then yesterday we had about 300 or over 300 cases in Philadelphia alone. So just be careful, be safe, protect yourself at all times with this COVID. And to all our Philadelphia drivers, man, be careful. Be very, very careful. I mean, we all know what happened here in Philly on Monday. For you guys that don't know, there was a situation where Philadelphia police were involved in a killing in West Philly of a citizen here. So, it's civil unrest. Everybody's on high alert. There's a lot of riots and protesting. There is some more scheduled protests to happen. I think tomorrow. Who knows? It's probably going to be for the rest of the week. And who knows? It may even be longer than that. But to all the drivers out there that's driving in the city, be careful. If anybody comes up to you wanting a truck, they can have the truck. You go away to a safe area, call your BA, call your center manager, and let them know what's happening. Don't try to be a hero for some boxes. Be a hero to your family. Get home safe. Be calm. Let them take the truck. Let them take those boxes if that happens. Do not try to be a hero for boxes. It's not that serious. You get home to your family. So what we don't want to have is, our members trying to be a hero out there on the street because of some packages, and then you can't make it home. That's not being a hero. They can have those packages. They can have the truck. You get home safe to your loved ones, and those boxes will be okay. Listen, I think you guys saw I think that the quarterly profits were released by UPS. I think I read somewhere it might have been like $2 billion in profit. I'm not for sure, but it's up there. It's up there. This is the most money they ever made in a quarter outside of peak season. So, listen, they're gonna be all right. So don't you sacrifice your life for some packages or a truck. It's not that serious. So be careful out there, drivers. All our sinners here, be careful out there. Just because it's happening in Philly don't mean it's not going to happen somewhere else. We've seen what happened back in earlier this year with the George Floyd situation. I mean, the whole country was rioting and everything like that. So protesting. So who knows if that's going to happen again? But just be careful. And it doesn't have to be just about protests and rioting. If a driver is in an unsafe situation, don't be a hero. Call your center manager, call your BA, let them know what's going on. Get somewhere safe. Be careful. Don't fight back. Just get home to your loved ones. Also, at 623, we finally got our hearing with the Joint Council Board of Joint Council 53. A lot of you guys know that there is a new building being built in our jurisdiction, in our city limits, in our charter. And so, we're going to have we're going to have a hearing for that because there is 2 locals going after that building. So we're going to have our hearing November the 12th at 10 a.m. November the 12th at 10 a.m. We're getting all our information together so we can present it to the Joint Council Board and let them know, hey, not only is it in our city limits, not only is it in our charter, not only does our drivers deliver to that building, to that area, I should say, there's some more evidence that, we have to, on why that building outside of the jurisdiction in the charter, why it should be ours. So that hearing is on November the 12th at 10 a.m. Also, the delegate election. For you guys who were not on the Zoom general membership call, the notices for nominations for the delegate convention will be on December the 15th. I'll be mailing those notices out to every member about the delegate election. I don't know if you guys know or not, there is a IBT election next year. So everybody's on pins and needles. There's a lot of fanfare, a lot of things happening on social media, a lot of things happening behind closed doors. Yeah, Paul, I agree, brother. I agree, man. I agree. So we just gonna have to keep fighting, man, and that's what we do here is fight. But back to the IBT election delegate convention, those notices will be out December the 15th for nominations. The nominations meeting will be held at the Union Hall on January the 16th, 2021. Now, the plan is right now, if this COVID situation is still a problem, an issue, what I'm going to ask everybody who plans on running and all this stuff is what we're going to do is it's just going to be open to the members that plan on running and their nominators and seconders and the election supervisor and his staff. That's what we're going to be doing right now. Because we don't want to violate any CDC guidelines because of this COVID. So what we're going to do is, if this thing is still a problem, that meeting is just going to be held for the people who plan on running, along with their seconders and nominators, and the election supervisor and his staff, just to keep it on, the up and up with the CDC, the COVID protocol. That's what we're going to be doing. So Clarence Smart, I'm glad you're watching. That the PFO stuff is is extended 3 days. So it's no longer November the 3rd. They're going to extend it to November the 6th. So I got to send out another letter to your bosses, along with Izzy bosses, and let them know that you guys are going to be off until November the 6th and not November the 3rd, because I got a fax from the IBT yesterday saying that. So I'm glad you on here, because I was going to call you later and let you know that it's not going to end on November the 3rd. They're going to end it on November the 6th, because something about they're thinking about, there may be some issues with your boy in office. He may try to pull some shenanigans. So they're going to keep you guys off another 3 days. So I'll let Izzy know. If you see Izzy before I can contact him, just let him know that you guys are going to be extended until November the 6th and not November the 3rd. And I'll send it out right away. The delegate election, the first meeting in January, what we're going to do, if this COVID thing is still jacked up, it's just going to be open to the seconders, the nominators, the people that's going to run for delegate, and the election supervisor and his staff, to keep it within the guidelines of the COVID, because we want to get jammed up that way. We want to keep this thing as safe as possible. So that's with that. Also, thank everybody for coming out to our rallies, man. They were awesome. Monday at 6:30 in the morning, to have that many people come out there early, that was a beautiful sight. Then to turn around again on Tuesday evening we had a lot of people out there on Tuesday. Retirees, man, Ask Me, man, we had other local leaders out there from other different unions, teachers. Man, it was beautiful, man. It was awesome. And then we had on Wednesday morning back at the airport, some more people came out. And that's what this is about. It's not just about the 1650. It's more than that. We have to engage our members constantly. That's the only way we were going to win this. That's it. There is no coming out when contract time. There is no just coming out on election time. We have to constantly be a presence for our members. You can't ask the members to support anything if they don't ever see you, especially for fights like this. This is very, very important to our members. So the leaders have to show up. It's not about winning or losing all the time. It's about showing up to fight. Even though the last 3 or 4 years this has been going on, but there has been no fight from the leadership. Well, now there is. And we're going to keep fighting this. We're just not just going to stop. Everything this company does that we don't agree with, we're going to fight. It's just the bottom line. And we get slack from a lot of people about, hey, Hooker, that's not the way things are done. You guys fight all the time. That's just what we're going to do. We're just not just going to sit around and take the members' money and sit down on them. That's not what we do here. We fight. They're paying us to fight. They're paying us to get things done. And that's what we're going to do constantly. So that rally was not just about the 1650. It was about creating activity. It was about creating awareness. And it was about engaging and educating our members to let them know that this board will always fight, always. It's just not fair for people to come off the street making more money than the starting wage. That's just not fair. And what message are we sending to the members when we don't fight? That's not a good look, because then we complain when they don't vote. Well, we don't fight. We don't fight when they need us, and they don't vote when we need them. And that's what's happening. We don't show up for them. They don't show up for us. So how do we change that? How do we get everybody on the same page? How do we do that? You engage the membership, because it's all about them. I had a conversation on Monday. Was it Monday? On Monday. And, I'm new to this job. This is only my 10th month. And, there's a lot of stuff I have to learn. And I'm learning every single day. And each day is more and more work. And that's why I thank God for the BAs that we have. they alleviate a lot of pressure off of me, because it's a lot of work. And I can remember I had these ideas about what I wanted to do in this position, and I wonder when I talked to other principal officers who was in this job a whole lot longer than I, and they would laugh at me when I say, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have this building. I'm gonna do these shifts," and they started laughing. Now I know why. Now I know why. Man, it is almost impossible. But I thank God for them guys, Bagby, Tiny, Romeo, Norm, Kamak. Those guys to me really are the best protectors a principal officer can have, because just like they protect the shop steward protects the members, they protect me, and they do a great job. They do a great job. They keep a lot of stuff off my plate that I don't have to deal with. Now, some things I do have to come in, but it's not nothing that they're doing wrong. It's just some things that I do have to come in and step in on. But we communicate great together. It's just an awesome feeling to know that, they got your back behind your back. You know what I mean? And that's a good feeling. That's a really good feeling. And they have that same attitude with their members, along with the shop stewards. So I want to give them hand clap of praise if I can. I appreciate them for all the stuff that they do for the local. And also, for the first time in history that I know, $103,000 worth of grievances being paid out to our members. That's a lot of money. $103,000. Not $103, $103,000. So give you guys a hand clap of praise for that as well. It was the members that are holding this company accountable. I appreciate it. I do. Because they know that we're just not going to sit down and just let them do what they want to do. Now, sometimes they do hit us with some stuff. And, some things they can do per the contract. And, we don't like it, but we got to live with it because, the contract says they can do certain things. But, we still fight it, though. We still fight it because we understand that our members, how they feel about certain things. And we do have to fight. We do have to fight. It's not going to hurt anybody for fighting. It's not. And because that's what you guys pay us to do. Now, the IBT election. And Greg Curwood, I see that you're watching, and that one comment you made, I believe a couple of days ago, maybe last week, about politics finding me, and you're right, brother. It's been knocking on my door, trying to get in, tearing the door off the hinges, trying to break in, and I understand that because I had a long conversation with someone about it on Monday, about politics in this position. I can't escape it. No matter what I do, I can't get away from it. I just can't. It's like it takes up the majority, really, that I see, especially during this time, because the IBT election and the presidential election for the United States, it really takes up a lot of time. And I didn't know that it was going to be like this. That's the only part of this job that I can say that I truly hate. I hate it. And I hate even using the word hate. But I hate the politics of this job. I wish there was a way I could take that part and just throw it away. I wish I could file a grievance against the politics of the job. I really do. I wish I could take the politics to panel and I wish I could do that. I wish I could, dude. I really do. Because it's bad, dude. I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know that people, man, it's almost as if you don't agree. Not everybody. If you don't agree with the politics, especially at this position, it's almost like you're an outcast. Or because I keep hearing this word about I'm trying to individualize the local arrest away from the union. And that's not the case. I just don't like the politics. I don't. And I had this conversation on Monday. The one thing I learned back in 2013, and I'll let you guys know, the one thing that I learned about 2013 and 2014, that area when we stepped away from the politics of those people and how they pushed us to a side and ostracized us and all that, we learned a lot. That was the best and worst thing that could have happened, because I found out that certain things that we didn't need from people because we did it on our own, because of how they ostracized us away from, because we didn't believe in the politics. So they kind of like, well, since you don't believe in Hoffa and all these people and all that, well, then we're going to kick you to the side and you're going to have to figure out your own. Well, we did. We figured it out on our own. We did. And that's why we're here now, because we had to do a lot of stuff, our way. Now we don't agree with politics again. And it's like, well, let's ostracize this guy again because he doesn't not line up with our politics. Well, I've already had that experience with that. So now I know what to do. And this is not to bash nobody. It's just the truth. We got here to this position, fighting and grinding through a lot of the politics because we didn't agree, whatever, and we're here now. But there are some things that I do need to do regarding politics. And I had these conversations with someone on Monday, and I agree with what they were saying. Some stuff I didn't agree with, but some stuff I do agree with that I do need to do when it comes to politics. And that's what I'm going to do. I just hate politics, guys. I'm just going to be honest, man. I do. And I may not agree with everybody's politics, but and they may not agree with how I feel politically about certain things, but best believe whoever wins this IBT election, we're going to support them to help fight these companies. That's just the bottom line. It's just like spirituality and religion. I go to a Baptist church. Some of my families go to an apostolic church. There's some things that are different, but we still believe in God. Same thing with this whole political thing. I'm just not going to agree with the politics of what's going on right now. I'm just not going to. And a lot of in the local, this local is just not going to agree with a lot of the politics that's going on. That doesn't mean that we're not going to fight the same. We're not going to fight and help fight this company. It's just the same. It's just the same thing. Just because we don't agree on every single issue does not mean that we're not going to fight together when it comes down to it. And that's what I want everybody to understand. Just because that we don't agree with your politics does not mean that we're not going to help fight. For an example, TDU. People bash TDU and all this stuff. I love TDU. They do a great job with educating the members. And that's what we need more of. They do a great. Matter of fact, I signed up for the TDU convention, and I suggest if you want to be educated that you sign up for their convention as well. Now, I don't agree with the TDU, what they're doing with the politics, who they are. I agree with some of the people they supporting, but not all of them. But I'm still going to their convention because I like what they do when it comes to education. I don't have to agree with everybody's politics. That doesn't mean that I'm the enemy or we're the enemy. We just don't agree with the politics. They're just, just the way it is. And I just don't want people to think that just because they're Hooker and 623, they don't agree with the politics of what you see on Facebook, that makes us the enemy. No, we're not anybody's enemy. The only enemy we have are these companies. That's it. I don't care if Vermin wins, we're going to support him. I don't care if O'Brien wins, we're going to support him. I don't care if Chris Rivera wins the general presidency of the Teamsters, we're going to support him. Whoever wins, we're going to support. We're going to back 1,000%. Even right now, and I'll tell you this: if Sean O'Brien called me today and say, "Hooker, we need some help trying to organize the community in a labor and labor education," If he called me, I'm gonna be there. If Verma called me and say, Hooker, man, I need you. We trying to do something out here in Denver, and I think you could be a great assistance. Hooker gonna be there. If Chris Rivera called me and say, Hooker, man, I got something going on in NYC. I'm trying to do this food drive, and I think you'll be an asset. Bring some members with you, whatever. I'm gonna be there. If Hoffa called me today and say, man, we about to march on Washington and for some type of rights for jobs for justice, Hooker's gonna be there. I don't get bogged down with the politics, because the enemy is not who's in office. The enemy is the people who tries to dominate the worker. UPS, the NLRB, and all these people like that. Cisco and UNFI and all these guys like that. These guys are the enemies, not the people in office. Now, the one thing I will say is that we do need to be careful of who we have representing us, but the bottom line is the members are the union. They have all the power, and regardless who wins, if the members don't participate, if we don't engage them, then everybody loses. O'Brien, Verma, Slavera, Hooker, 623-804, 107, 676, 331, 117, 455, 355, everybody. Everybody loses if we don't get these members involved. So, and that's just my stance. It's not me being a fence rider, because I hear that a lot. It's not me stabbing people in the back and all this other kind of stuff. It's just me and how I feel about politics. I do not care. And I'm gonna take myself out of the principal officer role. Me personally, I do not care who wins this election for the IBT, because I've been in this position. I see where the power is, and I understand that if the members don't act and don't participate, we all lose. We all lose. Because if you look at the Teamster magazine, and I read it, both slates are saying the same thing, man. They are. They're saying the same. If I was a person, and let's say if I wasn't a Teamster and I picked up that magazine and I'm reading it, they're saying the same exact thing. So what it's going to come down to is, who can get the members engaged? Who can, inspire membership? Now, who can do that? Who can get the members to participate? Who can do that? Because if you do your research and you say, well, Verma, it's 455. He's on the West Coast. He's saying the same thing that our brother from Local 25 O'Brien is saying. Do your research. You find out, certain things. Who are you going to vote for? I'm just saying to somebody on the outside looking in, who would they vote for? If you take all the Facebook stuff away and what you see, who will you vote for? What are you going to get? Take all, well, this guy's Hoffa, this guy bullied people, contract, team carry. You take all that away. Take all the way for stuff about what they say about Verman's with Hoffa, whatever. You voted for Lois and bringing him back. Take everything away that both of them have done that you don't like, and they're saying the same exact thing. They're saying the same exact thing. So this is going to be up to whoever. It's going to be whoever's running for general president and secretary treasurer. How can they get the members engaged to support their ideas, their goals, their missions? Because I'm telling you, they are saying the same exact thing. But what gets a lot of people in trouble, and I fall victim to it too. You start concentrating. Well, this guy, where they say he was handpicked by by Hoffa and the rumor Lois thing, and then you talk about O'Brien and the team care fiasco and the 2013 contract and the bullying and the suspension and all this stuff. You talk about that. If you take all those things away, they're saying the same exact thing. So it's going to be up to them to unite, and Slavera, they're going to have to unite people together. And that's where, to me, that's where it's going to come down to. Because when you talk about Hoffa, I don't think you should really talk about him. Because number one, he's not running. But number two, there's a lot of people, the majority of the people that's running, most of them are still on Hoffa's slate, or the current slate that's in power now, I should say. So, and when you talk about, if you want to say, well, the 22-4 in the contract, they threw the contract on as well. If you go back the last two contracts, a lot of those people that are running now force the last two contracts on us. So I don't like the picking and choosing about promoting a candidate. I get it's politics, but don't just pick and choose what you want to say, because the same thing you can condemning this brother about, the other brother did the same thing. So what you gonna do? What you gonna get? I think that's where we gotta focus on. We gotta focus on who can engage the membership, who has a plan for the membership, who has a purpose for the membership, who plans on giving the power to the membership, who are the division heads going to be. I think we need to focus more on that. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, and I know this is going to get dissected, and the narrative is going to change 100 million times by what I said, but that's just the way I feel about it. You know what I mean? That's just me. And I could be wrong. My opinion could be wrong, but that's just the way I look at it. Because I try to take the politics out of politics, and I know that's crazy. But, you know, you sit back and you look at this stuff. When both candidates are saying the same exact thing, we're going to get rid of the 2/3 rule, we're going to give the membership the power, and we're going to do this. All the candidates are saying the same thing. So then it comes to the finger point contest. He's with Hoffa. Well, you with Hoffa too. Well, you did this. Well, you did that. Well, he did this. Well, you did the same thing. And then it goes back and forth. And in the meantime, it's going back and forth. The members are like, well, who am I voting for? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Because I'm going to ask this question, man, and I need an answer. Because I don't know what to tell my members. I'm going to be honest. When they ask me stuff like this, for an example, Hooker, I'll vote for O'Brien when he sends me a check for my team care bills and my 4-year progression. And I'm looking at him like, I can't say anything because I was in that same boat. I can't turn my back on a question like that. And these are the questions that I constantly get hit with. I'll vote for him when they send me the check for my team care and my 4-year progression that I had to go through. That's a hard conversation. I know it's part of leadership, but I think what needs to happen, and this is just me, I'll just believe that Mr. O'Brien, he needs to come and answer those questions because I can't answer them. I cannot answer. When a member asks me, hey, is he going, he can come and give me my check for my team care and my 4-year progression, I mean, that's something that I don't touch. But these are the things that keep being brought up to me. Then we got this whole building situation, but we got a hearing for that. So we'll see what happened. Hopefully, I pray that it works out because, like I said, it's in our charter, in our jurisdiction. We actually have drivers that deliver to that address, so we'll see. We're going to do our part and see what happens. But for our local stuff at 623, I just want to thank you guys, again, for following those grievances. We have over $103,000 worth of grievance payments. Also, I'm going to be sharing something later on about how to protest peacefully. Because I know a lot of our members live in these areas that are being, where there's riots and protests. And I don't want you guys to get jammed up. And I think labor does have a responsibility to the social and civil unrest that you see. And so if our members are going to protest, There's some things that we can do to help our members out. So I'm going to be sharing something from one of the groups that we have that we partner with. How to protest peacefully, how to be engaged without getting in trouble. I'm going to be sharing that. So this is crazy, man. This is crazy, and I agree with you, Kissy. You know, the people that support you, you do support them, and that's why one of the things that I said from the very beginning, for my personal situation, I'm going to always vote for the people that I trust. Just if I don't trust you, then why would I vote for you? If you have not given me reason to trust you, then why would I vote for you? It's not a slap in no one's face, but I just can't get down with the politics of it. I gotta vote for the people I trust. That's just the way I have to be, and I would encourage the membership to do the same. And I'll be honest, a lot of people will vote for O'Brien in this local because of the strength of Fred Zuckerman, because this local does trust Fred Zuckerman, and I know that. But then there's a whole lot of people who don't trust O'Brien. And the whole Verma thing, I'm going to be honest, people don't really know him here at 623. But then when you mention Hoffa, that Hoffa is backing him, then, you know, they say, well, that's a no-go. But, you know, again, that's the politics of it. But again, you know, there will be a contingency that will vote for O'Brien because of the strength of Fred. Because this local absolutely loves Fred Zuckerman. I love Fred. I trust him. And so, you know, that's just the way it is. But there's a whole lot of other people who's not going to vote for O'Brien because of the whole 2013 thing, team care, the bullying, and they see all that, and it sends a bad message. And I get that. But me as a leader, I do understand I do have an obligation to lead through the mud and the muck. And, you know, my thing is, and I would encourage all our members to vote for the people that you trust. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was a good look. I'm gonna be honest, because people have talked to me that Chris Rivera came down to the rally. I mean, and it was a struggle for the members. It wasn't political. He came down, you know, he came and showed his support for the members. Had nothing to do with him running. He didn't say anything about vote for me. But people paid attention to that. I'm just saying. Our members paid attention to that. To when you there for their struggle, they'll pay attention to you more. Now, if you're the reason for their struggle, not trying to throw no shade, but if you're the reason for their struggle, then you're gonna have to do something to make them get on your side. I'm just saying. That's just the way it is, and that's just in everyday life. You know, if a person in leadership is the reason why you're struggling or the reason why things are happening, and then you come out and say, support me and vote for me, that's going to be a hard sell. But if you're there for people's struggle, to help them through it, show support, people will remember that. So that's just the way that I see it. Again, I'm not a politician, man, and I'm going to say it. But even though the job is heavily involved in politics, but I'm going to do the politics my way. I should say that. We got here a certain way. We got to this position a certain way, and we're going to keep doing it this way because our members are happy. They're getting information at an alarming rate. We're very, very transparent. We let them know everything, every single thing that's going, to the point where the company hates the fact that we let them know everything. I got into a little situation with one of the labor guys. You know, he was, you know, kind of upset about, you know, why you guys letting the members know this, and this. And we said, hey, that's what we told them we were going to do. I mean, well, he said it makes them the company look bad. Well, listen, just stop doing what you're doing. That's all I can say. But again, you know, that's just what we're going to do on our end. We're going to continue to let our members know exactly what's going on. Because that's what they're paying us to do. We can't protest in silence and be, stingy with the information. Even when it hurt, we got to let them know what's going on. Even when it hurts. Even when it hurts. Well, it was only supposed to be about 5 of them, Kissy, and it wasn't going to be the whole center. But like I've been telling people, if you don't feel safe at any time or something happening, you can just call the BA and let your center manager know that something's going on, and then they're not going to be able to force you to go through that situation, because we're not heroes as far as protecting packages. And if the people want those packages, whatever the case may be, and they want to tear the truck down, you get out of there. You get out of there, get somewhere safe, call the BA, call your center manager, and let them know, hey, listen, they got the truck. This is what they're doing. I'm over here at such and such area. I'll be right here. I'm trying to get back to the building. What y'all want me to do? Because I'm not going to be able to finish this route, because this is what the people out here doing. Yeah, don't ever compromise your safety for those packages. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Or that truck. Don't ever do that. They got plenty of money. They can replace the truck and the packages, but they can't replace you as far as your life. So yeah, please don't ever compromise your safety for those Amazon packages on that UPS truck. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, man. Yeah, but again, man, listen, man, this next, I hope everybody has voted also in this presidential election. I hope everybody has voted. Vote early, because it's November 3rd to be here in 6 days. And, I was asked a question last Saturday, because I did another radio show for Labor Justice Radio, and they asked me a question like, what is, he heard some words about a general strike, like the unions were just going to strike, all of them, if the current occupant of the White House was going to try to hold the country hostage because the election didn't turn out his way. And he was hearing about this general strike. And I said, well, I haven't heard anything from the Teamsters, and I doubt if they would do anything. But if they do, that's something that they need to put out there. Not only that, they need to explain what that looks like to the members, because you just can't strike just to strike. You got to have a plan, man, and it has to be articulated well and understood properly to every single body involved. It has to be. So you just can't say we're going to strike without a plan or without anybody knowing what's going on, because you're going to fail. So we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen, man. I mean, this is something brand new to me. I never seen nothing like this, man. This is crazy. But it's the time we living in, man. A time we living in. But yeah, to my members at 623, man, I apologize for not being able to do this show. Y'all been beating me up, man. Hooker, we need the show back, man. We got a lot of information, especially now, because with so much going on with COVID, people not being able to come to the Union Hall. This is a way that, you can listen to it later. If you're not able to listen to on 92.9 FM, you can watch it later on YouTube or Facebook. So this is a way we're going to try to continue to do this. Like I said, I know I can't do it every Wednesday, but I will give you my word that I will try to do this every other Wednesday or twice a month, however we can do, because I do understand that this avenue that we have now, this technology that we can use to get this information out to the members and people can share it. You can share it before I can get to the next member. So I think we're going to continue to try to do this, because I remember when we were running for office, we were able to do this every Wednesday. And we was able to get a lot of information out. So we're going to try to continue to do this every other Wednesday. We're going to try. We're going to try to do it. Steve, only thing that we talked about is we got over $103,000 in grievance payments just for the 9-5s, not counting the supervisors working. Also, we talked about the reception of the rallies we did. We had so many people out there, which was good. We also talked about the delegate elections. Steve, I don't know if you know, but on December the 15th, I'll be sending the notices out for nominations. January the 16th is our delegate nominations meeting. Now, as it stands right now, what I plan to do, since the whole COVID stuff is rising and they want to keep, the inside, gatherings to a minimum, the plan is right now is just for everybody that's planning on running to be there, along with the nominators and seconders and the election supervisor. Now, we put out who we're going to run. I can't talk about it because, we're on union time right now, but we put out what we were going to run on from our group. It's already out there. Like I said, I can't talk about it right now. But at the 5 o'clock, if you want to know about it, again, I will talk about it. But we put out what we were going to be doing for the delegate election. What's up, man? What's up, good brother? And congratulations, man. Congratulations. I'm gonna tell y'all something about. I gotta call my man out right here, John Searcy. I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this is why I don't like politics. This brother here helped me out tremendously, and he's on the Verma ticket. So this is why I don't get in politics, and this is why. This brother helped me out tremendously. He gave me some information throughout the campaign, sent me some information that helped me out tremendously. The stuff that he gave me, the advice and the information, helped us to turn this local around in the position that we're in. So, I'm telling you guys, this is why when it comes to politics, I don't really get that deep and draw a line in the sand and all this stuff. I'm always going to vote for the people that I trust and the people that have helped me. If you have helped me and I trust you, and if you help my members, you have our support. I can't be no more plainer or clearer than that. If you have helped us, 623, and you have supported us in our fights, have not tried to harm us, have not tried to do anything like that, we will support you. You have our support. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it's going to be, guys. I don't know. I can't get no more clearer or plainer than that. So when people ask me, am I, what do they say, a fence rider and this? I'm not a fence rider. I've always said this. I will always vote for and support people I trust. That's not riding the fence. That's just being truthful. Now, it may not line up with the politics that you see, but I'm not a politician. And I get the whole, Hooker leadership, this. Listen, I'm going to lead this local through all of these situations. We lead them through COVID, when the riots, the company, Greyhound situation, and we're doing a great job. We are. And we're going to continue to fight. When it comes to politics, we're going to do it this way. This is not to hurt nobody's feelings or whatever the case may be, but we will always support people who have always, ALWAYS, always supported us. Not when it was political or convenient or a contract or campaign time, always supported us. Read into it how you want, but we will always support those people. It's just that. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, but he had, that brother helped me out just like our brothers and sisters in TDU. They helped us out too, right? And so those people who have always supported us and stood by us, we will support them as well. You know what I'm saying? If you have always supported us, we will support you. If you have always stood for us, we will always stand for you. If you have always fought and stood by, stand, supported, and all this, that's what we're going to do for you. It's just that simple. Again, I refuse to let politics change who I am, character-wise, integral-wise, spiritual-wise. I refuse to let that happen. If I lose friends, I'm cool with that. If I don't get invited to the barbecues for officers and all this stuff, I'm fine. I go get me some Bojangles and I'll be good. I do not care. But I refuse to let that stuff change me. I have a job to do, and I'm going to do that job. The people that elected me, that hired me, did not hire me to play politics. They hired me because they want the job done, and I got to do that job. And so far, so good. I think we've been doing a great job. From what we've been getting back from the membership, I know we're doing a great job. So we're going to keep doing that job. And I just thank God for the members that giving us this opportunity, because they didn't have to. They didn't have to give us this opportunity. And I know it was some anxiety in the beginning. I mean, it was anxiety for us. I hear you, John. But you know, I know it was some anxious feelings, especially when it came to the money, because of the stereotype, and I get it, and I understand that. And so I want to tell you guys about the money. So for all of those that weren't at the Zoom general membership meeting, when we first took office, we had it was about 2.33 assets. Now we at 2.752. 2.752. We grew the fund over $400,000, you know, and we you know, the money that we do spend, we invest it back into the membership. What you mean the money that you spend, Hooker, you invested in the membership? Those new member books, that was an investment into the membership, because now the members know more about the union, the women's caucus, those shirts and stuff. That was an investment to get our women more involved in the union, right? What else we got going on? That cat that we bought, the fat cat, that was an investment, because now when we bring that cat out, it's going to bring more, like, hey, what's going on? Like, you know, they're going to be questioning me, hey, man, what's going on? Why they got that cat out there? Let me go over here and see what's going on. They come over there, we talk about them, give them information. Now they know what to do. And also, I want to let everybody know, and I talked to my BAs about this, what I plan on doing next year. And Steve and Cutlass, you can go back and tell everybody. What I plan on doing next year is every quarter, what I plan on doing is, when we go to panel, is have a shop steward go with the BA that's going to panel to present his case. I want that shop steward to see what goes on at panel. I want them to see, you know, how to present a case, what happens, you know, how the process works. So when they come back to the shop floor, they'll be able to use that information in a hearing and what they saw at the panel, because the best experience is hands-on. So I can tell the stewards, and we can tell the stewards all day long about what happens at panel, but until they see, then they won't actually get to see it. So next year, we're going to institute this program, if you will, that every quarter we're going to have a shop steward go with our BAs to one of the panels to see how the panel works. That is hands-on education, engagement. So now it makes them a better steward. They provide better protection for the people in their shop. And it all creates what? A better union. because they can't they can't beat us, man. The company can't beat us, man. I'm telling you, they can't. And I can hear people, oh man, you training and educating the stewards, they may run against you. That's fine. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This job don't belong to me. It belongs to the membership. I'm just here until they say, Hooker, we don't want you no more. But I'm gonna make it hard. I'm gonna make it real hard for them to say, Hooker, we don't want you no more. I'm gonna make it hard for anybody, because we're gonna continue to build on what we're doing. I'm just letting you know. But I want our shop steward to see what goes on that panel. You know. Yeah, I hear you, Joe. I hear you, Joe. But you know, I think that's a good experience and good training, especially when that shop steward is in that, you know, office, and they can think back to what happens at panel, and you know, in a decision or argument they would have made, they can say, well, do I want to make that argument now? Because I know what's going to happen down the road. Because you can prepare now, your case now for what you've been, you know, going through. Somebody sent me a message, y'all. Who this? Woo, man. I gotta share that picture. I just got a message from one of our drivers at just got a message from one of our drivers. Sent me a message because what Brian Kamak just did, and I'm gonna share this picture. And when I share this picture, it's gonna give you goosebumps. This is what we do here at 623. I can't share it right now because of the broadcast, but this is the fight. This is the attitude that we have. Every BA, all of us have this same idea and same attitude. Once this broadcast is over, I'm going to share that picture. So, yeah. But like you said, Joey, panel is different from the center level and the local level hearings. And I think that our shop stewards will be able to learn from the panel on what to do in the local level and the center level. Because we've learned, you know, what to say, what to do at these center and local level hearings. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do next year. You know, and I'm going to let my stewards know that next year, once probably every quarter, every 3 months, we're gonna you know, have one of our stewards go out to the panel with the BA who's presenting, so they can see what happens, see how the case is prepared, see how it's put on. We're gonna walk them through all that, so when they come back to the shop, they'll be that much better steward. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm excited, guys. We got about 20 more minutes, and I'm gonna get out of here. Again, I'm gonna try to do this show at least twice a month. You guys, man, the 623 members been beating me down about this show, guys. Killing me. Hooker, man, when you gonna do the show? We missed the show. We gotta get the information. I got you. So we're gonna do at least twice a month. I cannot do it every week. It's impossible. I had to squeeze it in today, but I understand you guys want it, and we got to give you guys what you guys want. So, again, just to go back over some stuff, I see some people getting on. December 15th, we're going to mail out the delegate nominations for the delegate convention for the IBT. That meeting is going to be on January the 16th in 2021. The plan is going to be, the plan is keeping in the CDC guidelines. We're just going to have, that's if COVID doesn't change or if it continues to go up, we're going to have just the people that plan on running for delegate, along with their seconders and nominators and the election supervisor and his staff. As of right now, that's the plan of all who's going to be allowed in the meeting. Maybe we'll Zoom it for everybody else, but just for the people in the building, it's just going to be people who plan on running. Also, as you guys know, we have the jurisdictional dispute for the new building in our charter, in our jurisdiction, in our city, for UPS on Red Lion Road. That hearing will be on November That hearing will be November the 12th at 10 a.m. So we'll definitely keep you in the loops with that. Also, we talked about at our Zoom general membership meeting. Freeman and Laurie has always been our law firm for our local. We're changing that, and the reason why is because the lawyer that handles our legal service fund and a lot of the business for our local is going to another law firm called Spirit Wilderman. We're going to be meeting with him on this Friday to ask some questions. There's not going to be any more money coming out of you guys' pocket. Everything's going to be the same, but there is some questions that we do have that we want answered so we can bring them to you and let you guys know, hey, this is the services of any more services that they offer. This is what's going to be included. It's going to be up on our website sometime, probably the weekend, because we have our meeting on Friday. So all this information will be given to you guys, just to let you know. It's going to be the new law firm is going to be Spirit Wilderman up until November the 1st. All that stuff we'll be putting out there to let you guys know. A, B, C, D, E, all of it. What else? Of course, the LBT election, that's hot and heavy. Hot and heavy right now. So, it's hot and heavy. All I say is we're going to vote for the people we trust, people who supported us always. So that's just our stance here at 623. What else we got? The cases in Philly are spiking. Guys, got to be careful. Work, wear your mask. If you don't want to wear your mask, wear the face shield. Because, again, over the weekend, we had over 1,000 new cases here in Philly. And then yesterday, I believe the last 2 days, it was like over 300 cases a day new. So be careful. Stay safe. Be safe. What else I got to go back over? The grievances, over $103,000 paid out. Keep filing. Keep holding the company accountable. Keep on them. They got plenty of money. I think I read somewhere today that I believe their profit was about $2 billion this quarter or close to it. So they got plenty of money. And also, we're going to be sharing some information about how to protest peacefully. A lot of our members are in these areas where riots and protests are happening, and it is your right if you want to protest and let your voice heard. But we don't want you guys to get jammed up and get to any trouble out there. So we're going to be sharing some information on how to protest peacefully. And I do think it is a responsibility of labor in general to educate our members on not just stuff about the union, but stuff about everyday life, because our world is changing. I mean, we see what's happening about racism and injustice, and we do have to be involved in this because our members are involved in it. Our members are involved. I can tell you, a lot of our members, they live in West Philly. A lot of them do. In these areas where these things continue to constantly happen. And I think we do have an obligation to speak about it, but we want to make sure that, you're right, Stackhouse. You're right, man. You're right, brother. So we want to make sure that, our members, even outside of 623, outside of UPS, they still are protected and know what to do and how to, if they want to protest, how to protest without getting in trouble, not getting arrested. Because we want you guys to go home too. We don't want you guys to get caught up in no foolishness because of the looting and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be sharing something after this to shed, some light on what to do, how to protest, how to engage the police respectfully, and peacefully without getting all bust all up as you see right now. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful, man. We got to be careful with what you see, what's going on. Yeah. Tanya, what happens is you have to go on short term. You have to go on the COVID short term disability, and we have those forms on our website. You go to our website at www.teamsterslocal623. Go to the COVID section, and you'll see the COVID short term disability, and then you can print it out, fill it out, get your doctor to fill it out, fax it over to where it needs to go, and you'll be taken care of. So we already got that up there. Yep, right at the on our website now. So, but you gotta make sure that you fill it out for the COVID short-term disability and not the regular disability, because sometimes people get confused, and it's a form for the short-term disability regularly, and then it's a COVID short-term disability. So just make sure you print the right document out, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So again, guys, y'all been beating me up about the show, so I'm gonna try to at least do it at least twice a month. And to our Greyhound members, the book should be in today or tomorrow, and we're gonna be at the terminal, educating you guys on the new language, on what it means. We're gonna be there probably about 3-4 times, hitting all the shifts, all the members throughout the course of the week, going over that article by article about what it means, how to fight it if the company tries to take advantage of it this way. We're going to be out there to let you guys know, what this article means in this situation, because we don't want you guys to just get it and then not understand it. We want you guys to get the book, understand your rights, and how they, pertain to this new language and everything that we have in the contract. What? Yeah, if you can get me that information, Tanya, let me. Yeah. Get me that information if you can, and I'll get the research and get it going. Just or tell those people to contact me, because I don't want get their information out there, but just have those people contact me, and then I can get with them. All right. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys tuned in. I'm gonna have this up probably on our YouTube channel later today. Share it on Facebook to everybody that wanted to listen. And again, man, Gary, not Gary, Greg, man, you right, man, you got me, man. That politics are fine, you do. I mean, it's tearing my dough down, brother. I can't go anywhere, man. It's all around me, man. So, but I will not let it change who I am. Politics, I will not let it change who I am, eternally, spiritually, character, integrity wise. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Now I will be involved in it, but I'm not gonna let it change me. Yeah, it does, Greg. It comes with the job, man. And that's the one thing that there's not a book for. It'll tell you how to be a secretary treasurer. They got classes on what to do, but there is no class and no book on the politics of this job. There is no book, and I need a book. I need a CD or something, man. I need to figure out this thing, dude, because it's bad. It is bad, dude. I never know what this, Greg. I ain't know what this bad, dude. I ain't know. That's the part of the job I wish I could throw in the trash. Like I said, I wish I could grieve it or take the politics to panel, man. I wish I could do it, man. It's bad, dude. I never seen nothing like it. I couldn't be like on like Biden and Trump level. I wouldn't make it, man. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it, or like a state senator or something like that, dude. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it, man. Whew. I'm having a hard time with the politics of this job. I knew I couldn't do that job. I couldn't do it, man. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to continue to build. We're not going to stay on the same. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep grinding, keep pushing. I appreciate that, Greg. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But 10 minutes, man, we're going to get out of here. And then I got to go touch Greyhound and get to the hall and do some work. Get ready for this this hearing. Get ourselves together for that hearing for the building. Oh yeah. But I'm excited, guys. I'm regardless of what happened when this IBT election, like I've always said, we're going to support whoever wins. We're going to fight with, stand with, support whoever wins this IBT election. I mean, like I said, I gave this analogy earlier, man. Hoffa could call me right now and say, Hooker, man, we need you to come down and do, something, march on Washington, job for justice. I'm going to be there. Mr. O'Brien can call me and say, hey, man, we were looking for some help. And because I know he did some great things with autism, and I have a nephew that's autistic, man. We'll come support that. Verma, he could call me and say, hey, man, we about to do something with Cisco Foods and want you to come out, and I'll be there. So Lavera could call me and say, hey, man, I want you to come to New York City. We about to do this training or something, and I'll do it. I would, because I'm just not into the politics like that. I'm just not. I'm about helping the people, giving them the members back their union, which we're trying to do here at 623. But there is part of the job that I guess I do have to be political. And I'm learning that, Greg. I'm learning it, dude. I can't get away from it, man. Like I said, I had a conversation on Monday about it. And like I said, it was some heavy hitting stuff I heard and listened to on that conversation. But some of it I do agree with. I do. And I'm going to do better about the politics part. I am. But the one thing I will never do is let politics change who I am. I'm not going to let it put me into a box, to a corner. That's not going to happen. I have to be me. If I can't be me, then I'm no good to anybody. So not even to myself. So, yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna have some more rallies. We're gonna have some more functions where we're gonna try to get our membership engaged in what's going on, because this next year it's going to be hot and heavy. We're going to have a change in leadership at IBT, regardless of who you vote for. There's going to be a change in leadership, and we want to engage our membership on what that looks like. What would that look like with, new leadership? And I think that's something that we can engage our membership here. That's something that we could, hit the members at the gates. There's going to be new leadership. What does that mean for your family? What does that mean for the future of the Teamsters? What does that look like for the people that's going to be here in 20 years? I mean, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that represent? That's something that I think I'm going to focus on. Not so much of who is running, but what will the new leadership look like to the locals? What would it feel like? How do we engage our membership on that? I think that's something that I'm going to take the task over the next maybe month or so. Start that out next year. on new leadership, new year. Yeah, new year, new leadership. Yeah, I think that we could do that. New year, new leadership. We can organize around that theme. New year, new leadership. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll get with the guys and we'll talk about that. How does that look? How does that feel for the our members in the IB for our local when it comes to the IBT leadership? Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, good people. We got about 5 minutes. So again, thank you guys for everybody that came out to our rallies on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week. It was a very, very good feeling to have all those members out there in support. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you to the Philly DSA, to the Socialist Alternative, to the Ask Me, to Local 115. We had a brother from Local 107. To the feeder drivers. To the part-timers that came out, the 22 threes, 22 twos. Every classification was out there. Ramp. We had everybody out there. Retirees. Thank you guys again. And congratulations to District Council 33 for their new leadership. And to the greatest labor reporter in history at the Philadelphia Inquirer, Juliana Reyes. She's the best. She's the best, man. She's the best. We're going to have to get her a Pulitzer Prize, something like that. So, to all our supporters, to the people who don't support us, God bless you. To the people who do support us, God bless you. We love you. We're going to keep grinding it out. The money is still growing. The grievance check's still coming in. The members are still coming back to work. The jobs are being filled at an alarming rate. They're being posted at an alarming fast rate. Thanks to the BAs for doing what they do. And I can't wait to show you this picture that someone just sent me for one of our drivers. This is what we do here at 623. This is what we do here. We're changing the way things used to be done. Proactive, productivity, positivity, progress, power. So that's what we're going to continue to demonstrate every single day. We're not perfect. We're not always going to win. The company will get the better of us sometime. But, we're going to continue to fight every single day. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listening to South Transylvania Community Radio, WOM 92.9 FM, giving you another edition of the 623 radio show. Again, we're going to try to do this. I know I keep saying it, but I am going to make a concerned effort to do this every other week. It is impossible for me to do it every week, but you guys have been beating me down when y'all see me and calling me about, hey, what's up with the show? We missed the show. What's up with the show? We need the show. And so you guys know that if you call me, I'm going to try to accommodate what you guys need me to do. So, again, we're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Please go out and vote in 6 days. We got a presidential election with other stuff going on. Please vote. Vote, 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 vote. Please vote. Take everybody in your family to vote. Please, 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 please vote. All right. Thank you guys again. We love you guys always. And I don't say that just because it sounds good. I said because we mean it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for thinking that much of us to give us this opportunity to serve you in this capacity. Again, this is not a job that I deserve, but I'm glad that you guys at least give us this opportunity to serve and protect you guys and your families, because it's the members who put us here. Not the politics, not the leaders, not the power slate, the odds slate, the Cliffs River. It's not them who we serve. It's not them who put us here. It's you guys. You guys, the members, it's your union. Please don't ever forget that. It's your union. It don't belong to nobody. It don't belong to me. It don't belong for anybody running for the IBT leadership. It belongs to you. It's time for you guys to start acting like it. All right? I love you. Peace out. 623. God bless.